We saw, as a result, very innovative virtual campaigns, especially by the Team Unity administration. But the Labour Party themselves, they also had a very innovative Labour Day march in place on the internet, and had their own virtual campaign as well. We had some pre-election court challenges by the Labour Party, one of which was to challenge whether the state of emergency was really necessary, and they challenged the regulations to suggest that the Labour opposition party had an unfair advantage because the state operatives gave precedence to the governing party and so forth. The elections turned out to be a resounding victory for the Team Unity movement, where in St. Kitts they increased the number of seats that they had from 5 seats to 6 seats. And in Nevis, they increased those seats there as well, from 2 seats to 3 seats. Election petitions were filed by the 25th of June. So on the 25th of June, Ian Patches-Liebert, the Team Unity candidate running on the PAM ticket in Constitution number 1, East Bastille, filed the first election petition. In his case, he had lost the election by 24 votes, but there were some 99 rejected ballots in that constituency. And he felt that the majority of those rejected ballots, a significant number of the rejected ballots were valid ballots, or good ballots, and that he had the majority of them. So he has petitioned the court to review those ballots to see if he can get enough of the rejected ballots to have him overturn the 24 votes that he lost to Jeffrey Hanley. The following Patches-Liebert's filing of his petition, the losing Labour Party candidates in St. Kitts, some 6 of them, all filed election petitions on the 26th of June. They claimed that the winning Team Unity candidates had been the beneficiaries of bribery, cheating, and general irregularities in the conduct of the poll. They claimed that in the distribution of land by the Ministry of Sustainable Development, for instance, this had been done as a bribe to voters to vote for the Team Unity candidate. And spoke to general irregularities in terms of the production of the voters list that was used, that there were names on the voters list that should not have been there. The first respondents in all of the election petitions, who were filed by the Labour Party candidates, that is the winning Team Unity candidate, were all the first respondent in each petition. And they would have been represented by the team led by Douglas Mendes, SC of Trinidad and Tobago, and Christopher Hamill Smith, SC based in Barbados. With them, they had Michael Camina and another junior based in Trinidad, and they would have been instructed by Taliba Byron here in St. Kitts, who would be joined by Natasha Gray as well. And these would have been represented, that is the supervisor, the returning officer, the registration officer would have been represented by Eamon Courtney, Senior Counsel SC of Belize, along with Ileana Swift and Raj Kumar from his chambers. And when it came to the Electoral Commission, the chairman and Mr. Joseph Lightbird, two members, would have been represented by Mr. Reginald Armour, SC of Trinidad, while Jason Hamilton opted to retain counsel of his own on his own behalf and engaged Michelle O'Brien and Keisha Spence to represent him. Ultimately, we would determine as we move forward what level of costs should be paid for these cases. There's numerous cases that have been done, and normally if there is no agreement on this level of costs between the parties, the court will have to assess the costs that would have to be paid.